Good evening, everyone. It was midnight, 2 a.m. In fact, the clock turned and the day shifted to the next day. I was working on this project report, thinking like, how can I make it more better? With those thoughts, and the project report is not something for a company, but my own project, my dream project of writing one book or doing something. I slept with those ideas. Then there is something strange that I want to share with you. The morning I got up, and the first thing I thought was that I will not touch my mobile phone, I will not touch anything, but I will do the regular exercise and everything. But the ideas with which I slept were all now blossoming. I really understood, like, what should I do? How should I do? Where can I do? How is that this content has to come? Everything and each one of the important things. That is when I decided that I will now go and start writing it. The story that ended at 2 a.m. in the morning again started at 8 a.m. in the morning. Those 6 hours were all in the sleep. I was trying to understand how can I make things better with my thought process. Now fast forward just 3 days back. 10:49 p.m. I thought enough of the work. I closed my laptop without thinking so much about the work, like what I am going to have tomorrow in my thoughts. How can I do it? I went and I slept very peacefully. Only to get up at 6 a.m., 6:30 a.m. like that, do all my activities, come back to my laptop, and along with me, invite my smart intern to help me with creating those emails, creating those entities, images, post, the script for the reels, everything. And that smart intern is none other than AI. What has changed in my life? I remained same. I just offloaded, along with my hard work, a bit of intelligence to AI. This is what the AI first mindset will actually help you. And the people who start with AI mindset, they will get lot of opportunities because they will practice more, they will experiment more, and they will be way beyond their competition. Now you go to any hotel, you go to your office, you stand at the bus stop, you have your pani puri, you will be people around you. Some of them, they really do not know and they are least bothered to understand what is happening around them and how AI is slowly becoming more and more ready to take away their opportunities. And at the same time, you will have in the group around you those people who are constantly trying to level themselves up using AI because they know that it matters a lot. Because when a survey has been done by LinkedIn Learning and also people who are working for Microsoft and other things, they have mentioned that 40% they feel that their work is improving because of AI. And 70% of people responded saying that they see that their career progression is going to be super because of the skills that they are acquiring because of AI. So the AI mindset is so important because it all starts with that. It starts with inviting somebody that you haven't, or you haven't in the sense, you will not even see, but make part of your grand plan. Sounds little bit surprising, but that's the way the world is going forward. I am no artist, but I can create art for my banner. I can create art for my LinkedIn post. I, in fact, created all the images that you have seen till now and what you will be seeing today. Everything is created with artificial intelligence, precisely ChatGPT, aligning with what I am going to say in my presentation. So it has in fact became someone that I automatically invite. How do I do that? What does AI mindset really mean? It all based on that one book that I have read, which is called Atomic Habits. Every habit has a trigger. So what do I do? Or what did I do? I have removed, or in fact, I have made the default website that has to be open whenever I click on my Edge browser or any other thing is the ChatGPT window. I have in front of me a board where I always say AI first. I have a desktop, what do you say, screensaver, also saying that take help of AI. And every morning I start with my affirmations of having AI enabled life. So, ladies and gentlemen, let me now get into the PPT to just show you how I have crafted, using one of the lessons that I have learned from one of my mentors, a simple acronym that if you adopt very seamlessly and very easily, you can also bring AI into your life. Trust me, it will change your life forever. Let us become those humans, because we are now offloading to AI a bit amount of intelligence. Let AI do the mundane task and you become what you are born to be: extraordinary, extra creative. We humans are always seeking for creativity. It is only that the regular activities and the daily office life things that are happening have made us go far and far and far away from our creative lifestyle. As children, we were always creative. We were finding stories in small rock, small stones, that crap that people want to throw it outside. We were making it our play items. How many of you have small children or seen small children playing with utensils? Spoons, forks, whatever, plates and all those things, making noise and all those things. Hours and hours. Can you help me understand, or can you think, what does a small child see so much in one plate and one spoon that it plays for such a long amount of time? We were all like that. But our regular life now has taken everything away from us. We have to specifically plan to become creative. Now, here is an opportunity for you now to push anything that you see digitally can be repeated, or which is a repetitive task and can be digitally handled, because there is someone who can handle it. You call it automation, but I am calling it an automation with intelligence, so that you do what you are made for, what you are created for. So let me jump into the PPT and show you how exactly you can do that. The process is very simple. And let me look at the exact slide, so that I start the slideshow from there. Yep. Have this idea of AI first is what this slide is all about. And I will also show you the prompt which has given me these PowerPoint slides and also these images, so that you really understand that, okay, this is a presentation that this person has already created, or in fact created using AI. The input is from me, the context is from me, and the iterations are from me. But the heavy lifting of generating an image, in fact, suggesting that these could be the variations of the image, Vamsi, you can use. And I applied my intelligence to choose one of it. As I mentioned, invite AI into your meetings. There are companies which are already doing that. The CEO of OpenAI, Altman, he mentioned that going forward, companies will have very few people who are worth billions of dollars. It will not have a huge workforce. It will have few people who are worth dollars, and they in fact will be doing business worth dollars, billions of dollars. There is a small company with 11 people where they serve thousands of their customers, and everything is heavy lifted by artificial intelligence. This is not a science fiction. I am talking about a real fact that is happening. There is also a controversial statement that has been made by Elon Musk, and recently, 3 days back, the CTO of OpenAI. When people asked her, like, what is that AI is going to do? And she responded saying that most of the creative jobs will be taken over by AI, because AI can now generate images. Yes, they look AI. It can generate short clips, which look really, somebody has an expert video editor has done it. And if you go to tools like Midjourney, the images are really so realistic that as if a real photo has been taken. And she made this statement saying that those jobs were not supposed to be there in the first place. People thought it is so arrogant to say that, but what she said was a fact. So start making AI your co-pilot. Let it do the decision making with the input that you are giving to it, the creativity part that you are giving to it. And definitely it will enhance the efficiency of you as the creative person behind the thought, and the heavy lifting being done by the generative AI. Predictive outcomes and suggest strategies. This is the most important thing. Many a times I have closed a book, not because I don't want to read, not because I am aware of the fact, I'm not aware of the fact that what is the advantage. I am very much aware of the fact that if I complete this book, I know what it is. But looking at the sheer size of that book of 230 pages puts me down. I read some and I then put down the book. How many of you started something in your life, particularly reading a book, and then you gave up because you saw that there are still 150 pages to go? Raise your hand. Virtually, you can raise your hand. How about today I show you one of the custom GPTs I am going to create. In fact, I created one. There is one in progress, which will help you to actually summarize a book. And it in fact becomes the author of the book, that you go, career dwar, right? You knock on the door of that book, the author will open, and the author will tell you what the book is all about. How brilliant that would be. I was wondering, like, once you have collected so many PDFs, free में मिल रहा है ना, लोग दे रहा है, internet पे है. We are thinking that in future I will read, it will make me better. But all those PDF that I have, around 120 or 130, I'm going to segregate, and I'm going to create those custom GPTs, maybe for sales, maybe for even AI, maybe for prompt engineering, maybe for my electronics, maybe for my embedded systems, anything and everything. Now I am having some person who has every knowledge of that book, that I ask a question and I get the response. How brilliant that would be. How brilliant that would be, that if you want to prepare for GMAT, maybe GRE, maybe some other exam, and the person is there who can answer any competitive exam for your interview. All those things are possible. And I will show you how. Very short span of time, but very much possible. So let me go further. This is what I told. The repetitive task and focus on growth and innovation. Every time, instead of taking a book, reading it only 2 or 3 pages, or hardly setting a timetable saying that every day 8 pages. Every day 8 pages looks to be very simple. But when it comes to that consistency, sometimes I also lose. Now, no more. This is the framework, the craft framework. So let's quickly get into the craft framework, which will now put in your mind how AI can be the first entity that you will put at the front and also at the center, and you devise your activities around AI. The first two parts of the craft framework are clarity and robustness. So what do I mean by clarity? When you have huge amount of data, let us say, the thing that I always do every day in the morning is I open my phone and I select all the medium articles which have very good hook statements, which are very much relevant to me, where the story is very powerful. I collect all those articles, 7 to 8 articles, and I copy them into a document, Word document or notepad or something. The first thing then I do once I have the document ready is to give it to ChatGPT and summarize along with the input of the content that I want to create that day. What is the story that I want to tell that day? Today, is it going to be just one article or a small ebook or something that I want to grab attention of my followers or audience? Or is it that I want to talk a few impactful and powerful statements that I want to make, that I believe? I sit and 15 to 20 minutes, I keep on iterating and refining along with ChatGPT. In fact, I asked ChatGPT to pick up one of the hook statements and tailor it as per my story. I asked it to look at all the Medium articles that I have given it to it as an input and summarize each article, and also let me know which will resonate with my story. If I have to do it in person without ChatGPT or without AI, just to read those 10 articles, which are on an average 200 to 250 words, I would take at least 40 minutes. Half of the time I am ready with the post and I schedule it and I am done for the day. So AI will help you to summarize and simplify huge amount of data. When you want to grasp a huge amount of data and you want to manually do it, you are prone to error. And not just that, you are also prone to fatigue and other things. But what if you have a custom GPT that you built? Custom GPT is nothing but, imagine that author giving that author of the book a digital life. And you say that you always stay with me in my mobile phone. That whenever I want to have some understanding of a concept that I am not clear about, I ask you and you tell me. Give all your project reports, give your code, and ask it whenever you want something to be known. Because in the work that you are currently doing, you feel that this concept is something that can be applied. But I'm not able to recollect what exactly is the point that I have to really look at and make this work. Instead of flipping through the pages, instead of doing a Google search and seeing which is the result that is closer to me, if you know that this is the book that has the answer, or this is the person who is digitally present in my mobile phone that I ask and give me the answer, you are saving yourself a lot of time. Check out from the office early and spend time on the things that you actually love to do. AI can help you in that. The next two parts of the craft framework, C, R are done, action and forethought. In the craft framework, the third one is action and the fourth one is forethought. Let us say you open your refrigerator. You are very hungry. You open your refrigerator. You saw only some items. You take a photo of that. You upload it to ChatGPT, because now the AI models have become multimodal. It's not just charting and text that you can give it to it. You can give images, Excel sheets, even few descriptions of videos, multimodal. Yes, it is still not capable of taking videos and analyzing it, but images it can take. Now you take that photo of your content, what is there in the fridge, what are the items that are there, and you ask it, I am somebody who is working out and I need to have something prepared with lot of protein. Maybe the items in the fridge might not be having lot of protein content food. Then you ask, I am a typical person from the south part of the Bharat, and these are what are the ingredients that I can get in just 5 minutes from my grocery store on the next, which is there next to my house, and I can make a protein rich food. It knows everything. It gives you so many options. Now, what is that I am talking about? You are not delaying your action because you have information with you. You have steps that you can follow very easily, practical steps, and get the result what you want. So I always want to compare with without AI enabled life with AI enabled life. Now, without AI enabled life, I came from my running. Yes, I have my protein shake, I take it. But then I start thinking, what should I have for my lunch? What should be my snack? What should be that protein? What should be that carbohydrate? What should be that fat item? Then I step outside. Then I see so many options. Then I wonder which one should I take? AI enabled. I know what I want. I feed how many proteins how much amount of protein I need to take, how much amount of calories I need to have. What are the items present in my house that I can immediately get the thing that I want to do without stepping outside from this area. If I stay in this area, I get what I want in the least possible amount of time. Action done. When action is done, results automatically follow. How many of you agree? Show with a raise of hand. You are only, or we are only away from our results because somewhere getting overwhelmed with the information or not having access to right information, we are not putting in the action. Now, no more. ChatGPT is for your rescue. Now, in the craft framework, we are done with clarity, robustness, action. Now, forefront, forethought. So, what is this forethought? It is all about predicting the future. And when I am reading about this, I really wondered and I felt really happy being a developer or a software developer. I mean, every job is great, but I thought that when I was writing software or when software gets written, somebody will write a statement saying that, or when people come up with a policy guidelines, statement of procedure or whatever, we all are predicting future. If something happens like this, then do this. We are becoming oracles. If something goes wrong, this is the remedial step. But how many times that I am correct predicting that something can go wrong? How many times can I think of all the possibilities that things can go wrong or things will happen that I want to plug in my future steps? ChatGPT at your rescue. It can fast forward or transport itself into the future because it has learned all those situations, even that you cannot imagine. And now, from your context, you say that I want to do this. What do you think are the possible outcomes? This is a tough client, and I have a meeting with him. This is a very important sales call for me with the client. And this is the profile of that client. This is the kind of mail that I got from the client. This is the telephone conversation that I got from this client. All the information about the client, maybe his family, his love for the pets, his love for greenery, his social activism saying that dogs should be protected, cows should be protected, tigers should be protected, love for the animal kingdom. All the input fed into ChatGPT and now predict what should be my sales pitch. How many of you feel this is so powerful? Show with a raise of hand. You are knowing the person from the core. In your sales call, now you talk those things that are very emotional to him or her. Magic unfolds. This is the forethought. Now, the most important thing, and this is where I am going to show you the power of ChatGPT. In fact, that any generative AI, which is 10x. Do not ask ChatGPT to give one input or one output, one variation, or one protein rich item that I can make with these ingredients. Go ahead and ask ChatGPT, give me 20 different dishes that I can make with these ingredients. 20 different ideas that you take See what all can be done. And I will tell you now how you actually use it. When I get all those hook statements, I say, read through all the articles that I have fed, all the medium articles that I have fed, and come up with 30 hook statements. Now I take all the hook statements, I feed it to Canva, and I ask it to generate images. That is how I batch create. Gen AI is so powerful that it is 10x of what you are thinking. So, ladies and gentlemen, we are at a stage, an inflection point wherein at a skip of heartbeat or a flip of a finger, AI can take your intelligence that is existing. If you think that I have 25 years of experience with the right amount of information, that 25 years of experience, if I compress it into 300 pages, 400 pages book, is it reasonable to say that your 25 years of experience can be compressed into 300 pages of book? Because people write their autobiography, people write their textbooks and all those things, and we see 400 to 500 pages. Now, all your experience, I give it to ChatGPT. In the next 2 to 3 minutes, it knows your intelligence because you have put in your heart and everything into creating that. Now, here is the magic. After getting your human intelligence, it can build 10x on top of it. Now, my question is, when a system like that enters into the work life, can you, as a human with limitations of your intellectual capabilities and physical capabilities, see, I don't want to get into those so inspirational, aspirational things that nothing is impossible. Those are all very idealistic. It is all contextual. Now, help me understand, if a system like that enters into the job market, how much time do you think it will take for it to replace humans? Very less time. How many of you agree to this? Show with a raise of hand. And it is not learning from only Devendra Kumar, or it is not learning from only Hari or Nagaraju. It is learning from the whole world and 10xing it. So that's the situation that we are in. अरे वंशी क्या कर रहे हो यार, डरा रहे हो क्या, ये सब बता के. But it can't do one thing that we humans can actually do. That is our emotions, our story, our perceptions. It can give you the best of the best sales script, but it is only you who has to sit in front of the client and speak and create that emotional and psychological connection. Agree? Show with a raise of hand. This is where you excel, and AI can never take this. Having an AI mindset is very important because this point is very important. You invite AI as a guest to all your office meetings. You invite it everywhere. Put heavy load on it. Like you enter into the office, all your emails are checked, all the responses are also created. You just have to see whether the response is correct or not, and you send it away. But still you are there to check whether the response is correct or not. Making sense? Great. So let's now finally go. And before we conclude, I would like to show how I created today morning, within 25 minutes, 60 emails. So these are certain tools. ChatGPT, anyways, you know, Microsoft Copilot, and Otter AI, which logs into your meetings, records, transcribes, and everything. It summarizes and everything. Zoom also does that. Zoom has been AI enabled, and it can also do that. So AI is a bridge. Use it very effectively to do what you can. So this is the show time. So let me show you my ChatGPT window. And once you are able to see my ChatGPT window, where is this person? Yeah, it's already here. So let me show you. Yeah. Are you able to see my screen? Show with a thumbs up. Great. So you can see these are not 60 mails. So this is the input asked by someone and I directly fed it. Now I asked it how to analyze. You go and analyze. This is a big work. I am being empathetic to ChatGPT, saying that this is a big work. So it agreed to that. It summarized what has to be done. And now here, I asked it like, act like a best email marketer with a decade of experience. You are the one who uses email as a powerful mechanism to get the leads and crack the deals. Your emails have the higher open rate. So it does something, target audience. Now it is saying, ask me any questions and I am glad to answer. I want to understand from ChatGPT, like what extra information does it need? So it answered all the questions. I mean, it gave all the questions for which I answered in a very, very refined manner. And then my first week starts, my second week starts, 60 emails created under 25 minutes. Now, people say that many times people also ask me like, oh, this is all prompt engineering. I have to learn prompt engineering and all those things. Don't get bogged down by the element or the thing of prompt engineering. Follow the framework. Clarity is important. Understanding that robustness is important because ChatGPT can do that robust work, giving robust results. Action is very important. You need to understand which are the items in your workflow that you do every day can be put on the shoulders of AI. You cannot put randomly anything onto AI because you need to find an appropriate tool, the pricing of the tool, the data that you are feeding to the tool, the conditions, I mean, the legal aspects of that information being given to the tool. So many things are there. Finally reaching to your 10x. You don't want everything to be done as 10x. You want only some things to be done to 10x because that is where the 20% of the work gives 80% of the result. So this craft framework is so important. Start adapting this craft framework. And team, and also if you join the Facebook, I have given a list of tools that are very easy to follow. Most of them are free to use, but you will get a lot of benefit using them in your day-to-day activities. And for those tools to be known to you, join the Facebook so that you can download the document. So before you people say that, oh, the regular thing of asking people to come next tomorrow, all the things as a ritual, let us go through that. And that is, yeah, join our community, be an ambassador of Career Dwar. It means a lot to us. Share to your friends. Let us make this world a better place because people are becoming better and AI is helping people to become better. And finally, tomorrow you are going to see the most powerful session that I always feel is related to resume because it is one document which can change somebody's career trajectory once for all. So without further ado, go ahead and do these actions and block your calendar for tomorrow 8 p.m. Be part of the Facebook group so that you can download the things that we are giving it to you. On that note, I wish you all a great evening, which is whatever is pending, and have a great life. See you soon. Bye.